All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Inferno versus Deception. Right? Hope hope you guys are having a great morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever time it is for you right now. So, uh, going into this first set of Mastermind, I think, let me see, uh, that being Inferno's pick. I'm gonna be seeing, I think this is Demonic Freak on the killer, a very experienced player, a very mechanical player, as I say. I've versed him before in pubs, maybe sometimes in 1v1s, and yeah, he's a very well-rounded player. And today I have my co-caster here, Saturn. How are you feeling today?
Oh, mate, not gonna lie, going into these games, I'm actually personally quite excited. I am well
Yeah.
versed with a Demonic Free and his capabilities as a strong
Oh
killer.
no!
Even if it's not going to be showing up very well with
The
a
auto
little bit of
aim.
a whiff, but having a first down go up before the first gen being completed is going to be very vital here. If we're looking at his perks here, we're going to be seeing Pain Resonance pop, Ghost of Weasel, Brutal Strength, and Corrupt. We do notice that the Pain Res hasn't been used here, but we have got the pop active. And we're going to see a little bit of aggression here on the generator sitting at the number 4 on the tile here, but he's not going to be using it on that generator, which I do find to be a little bit interesting. See if he can hold it, but he's going to find another survivor here. Going to be looking at the Yui, that being Potato Savage, with a very good
Oh, the
injury and
beetle.
grab. That is a
Yeah,
very
and
good
I
chase.
don't think Potato Savage can make anything at all because of the beetle. And oh no, and then the beetle robbing Demonic Freak a little. And
Really
still though,
unfortunate.
yeah, Potato Savage is zoned though. I do not think he can make Shack out unless Demonic whiffs here, and unfortunately not getting that grab onto Potato Savage. But Potato Savage still staying bottom side for some reason. Looking to not go top side yet. Maybe to let his teammates pop the generator at 7 there. And Demonic Freak, I think he will probably use his pain res on 3 here. Maybe to stop any more generator progress.
Yeah, we are going to be seeing that coming into play here at the generator number 4. Nice solid 25% going right off. That
Yeah.
is giving us a little bit of info.
This is a 4-gen though. Very good 4-gen.
A lot of potential here, but we're going to have to keep that in mind that since one of his 4 stacks has been used, Freak has a little bit more leniency in terms of hooking Potato Savage, not having to worry about
Yeah.
positioning as much as before. But we're going to be seeing a second chase coming out onto Chu here on the Zarina. Very fortunate that the Zarina is already injured. Going to be playing a bit of a weaker tile here at 11 with a pallet drop with a very nice stun coming out. But the Brutal Strength is going to come into play, and
Oh,
Chu's
not
going to
finding
make
him
almost
though.
no distance, dropping the filler pallet here at tile 12, moving on towards 1. I've always found, quite personally, the
Oh,
tiles along
excellent
the back
dodge.
to be very weak, but you know what? That's not scaring Chu with a beautiful dodge, but it's not going to count for too much. An extra 5 seconds of chase. You never know what can be done, but doesn't look like another gen. Gonna be going for the slug here and
Getting
going
the
onto the
beetle.
ace.
Ooh, not getting beetle value, but still getting that infection and the tag onto their name is very hard to pronounce. I'll just refer to them as Ace from now on. We're seeing a bit of barbecue stacking playstyle here from Demonic. Uh, Pretty respectable playstyle considering his chases have been pretty short so far, and also with the pain res and pop combo, helping to prevent any generators from popping.
The
And
very interesting part here for me is with that pain res coming out, we're going to see the gen on 11 not being hit by that pain res. That's telling us
yeah,
that another gen is very close to being finished. But still, he's going to get a lot of regression value with 25%
yeah.
onto this. It looks like the generate towards the middle as well as 11. That's a lot of regression. And I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure that Inferno is going to be very much going to be pleased about that. Deception going to be feeling a little bit of the pressure. But I have a feeling they can pull back through on this one.
Yeah, it's gonna be very hard, but if they play it right, I think they can pull this one back. So this is a death hook in the 4-gen, and Demonic can just hold power here and throw someone edge map and just get the pain rest. But no, he doesn't get it in time, and King Boulders is taking the tag, and he's opting to go for the king here, and doing a little bit of odds mind games, trying to bait out Bulldozer, but he's not falling for any of them, breaking away to the window side. Very, very good pathing coming in.
Very courageous play from King. Typically with my own gameplay, that type of loop is very easy to win, but for King to be able to extend the chase by upwards of 10-15 seconds, despite being one of the weaker tiles with an already dropped pallet, he managed to pull that off pretty well, but it does look like we're going to be seeing an additional pain res coming out here from Freak. I do believe this is one of his Scourge hooks. It's going to be his third pain res of the match. Only one more remaining on, I believe that would be Ace. But he does seem to be intending to hold the 3-gen towards the 11 main and 1 areas of the map, which is going to be a very strong 3-gen.
Death hook. Oh, unfortunately, bumping on the fire barrel. But going back to pop the generator 1 here, holding his 4-gen quite well. I don't think the survivors have any progress at 11. Maybe it's at most around 40, but it seems like they've just been resetting, trying to get their things together, and after that try to pressure his 4-gen.
Yeah, they're
Still
really
King
going to have to try and
Bulldozer.
pull something through here, that's for sure.
Yeah. One survivor on Death Hook, another stage on one, another stage on another, and chasing the Death Hook as well. This is pretty bad positioning from Chu here. Staying in the 4-gen instead of maybe stealthing around bottom side, and Demonifree can get this down quite fast, but being a little bit impatient with his rushes, not waiting for his second one to come back, and as a result, I think Chu will make Shack here, but no, he gets downed instead.
A very good play here by Freak, going to be able to secure the first kill with 2 gens remaining. The big problem that we're going to be facing here is that he is on the complete other side of the map. The other 3 survivors are going to be going to absolute town on these gens. His pain res has already been used up on Chu as well, so he's going to really have to make very good use of his pop goes the weasel, which is not going to be coming through here on this generator. Either way, a very good attempt on Freak's behalf, and a massive adrenaline as well.
Ooh, not looking good for Demonic Freak. Not having any endgame perks as well, expecting to, or maybe being a bit arrogant, expecting to get the 4K, but Reception pulling it back and popping all 5 generators. Unless he will go for his freshes, I don't think there is a chance of getting a good result here, and
I would say that
getting the throw. Oh, this is bad for Ace.
Very weird throw, but you know what? At this current point in time, that would be my big concern: getting the fresh, getting as many points as possible here. But we are going to be seeing the gate being opened, which is definitely interesting. With King finally taking that one hit, a bit of an interesting play here from the Ace. But is it going to be enough?
Oh, the dodge
doesn't look like it.
This could be a hatch play, actually.
That would be the big play here. Get the other 2 survivors out and do your best to secure the potential hatch. That would be why they're not escaping just yet. Trying to get Ace into a position where they can both leave and then have the hatch open instantly for the Ace to make his game escape.
Data reset though. They're gonna take hits for this. Oh, and Demonic whiffing his dashes, but zoning Ace towards bottom side yet again. I think they just need to go for a hatch play here.
Yeah, a very risky play now that the Shack pallet is finally out of play.
Yeah.
It's going to be very risky. And we're going to see that 8% hindrance coming in as well. And it looks like... does not look like it's going to be working out very well.
Quite unfortunate for Ace. Very, very unfortunate. But still, this is a... I forgot what the result... or if he is fresh or not, but... if he's fresh, then it should be an 8 stage. Still a very, very good result for the survivors on Deception here.
Oh,
It is,
absolutely.
yeah. I've been seeing a lot of masterminds getting the 4K lately, so this is a pretty good result.
This is a very impressive result, getting all 4 freshers as well as the 2 kills. That is going to be a pretty substantial win condition to make uh, for Deception when they play their round of
Oh, the little
Wesker, but
BM.
it's a very impressive result nonetheless.
Yeah, and we'll take a very, very short break, and we'll see you guys back then.
Alrighty, we are back with game 2 here with Wesker. We're going to be seeing Deception playing the big old Wesker for this game. It's going to be a very interesting game. We've got ourselves a little bit of a steep win condition here for Deception, but definitely nothing that is, unsurmountable, nothing that is impossible. Having a decent spawn here towards Title 4 is not too bad, and getting into a chase within mere seconds of the game starting is absolutely massive. That is going to be a very good start, but the question is, can Potato Savage lead into this very strong start? And we're going to be
Oh
seeing a bit of a
no.
maybe, a bit of a whiff here on the bound, but I think he's going to be able to make that back. He's catching up pretty quickly to the ace. Going to be going for the M1 by the looks of it. Good hit. Let's see if we can lead up onto it. We're going to be seeing a very similar build to before. We're seeing the same perks here with Pop, Brutal, Pain Resin, Corrupt Intervention, but a couple of different add-ons. But he's going to be abandoning the chase here on Ace, which I do find to be a bit interesting, focusing on the injuries rather than the downs early on. What is your opinion on all this?
It. I mean, it's a pretty decent game plan, but I mean, you did not get the infection on Demonic, so he would have to waste a bit of time and have to get some sprays before he gets hindered, and yeah, he's able to be one hit when he's healthy. And taking this chase here onto Toxic at the shack, but Toxic greeting the shack, maybe not the right play considering Potato is very, very experienced on the Mastermind, as you can see with his dashes and getting the throw as well. Probably gonna make it, but no. And Toxic breaking away to his filler on 7 here. And Potato Savage trying to zone him back towards the shack where there's no pallet. And this could be a down pretty late into the game. And Potato whiffing, very excellent dodge from Toxic here. And
Yeah, very, very good play. One thing I'm already finding a very big discrepancy between Demonic and Savage here is there's going to be the down though, but it's going to be coming out after the first gen has already been completed, which is already a very big difference from Demonic's play here, as well as the early drop of the Shack Pallet is going to be very interesting. We're going to be seeing the first use of Pain Res here coming out, and we're going to see a very quick second chase and injury here onto the Zarina. Very good play here, but he's going to be going back towards the hook because look at that, unhooked already. Applying the pot, but getting that 35% of the current repair progress. Having a bit of a look around, looking a bit lost, never mind. We've back onto Toxic. Going to be going for the tunnel here, trying securing that early stage and maybe possibly that early kill, which is going to be a very big difference from Demonic's game. And it's going to be a very successful, very easy, and very well done dash and grab here by Potato Savage. An excellent, excellent play. And we're going to see that skill check coming up on the gen. Looking at 4. Probably going to go back, apply another pop, and get the show back on the road here.
Yeah, and Death Hook at 4 gens with only, I guess 3 gens now. I do not think they're progressing any other gens, which is pretty bad, and Mitch getting hindered there as well. This is pretty bad for Inferno. A mid hook, and I think 2 survivors doing absolutely nothing. Loop 6 here going in for the trade. Probably not the play considering that Potatoes here has Pain Res, and do not think Toxic will be able to make it that far topside before he dies.
Doesn't
Oh,
look like it. But going for the slug is going to be an
barely.
interesting plan, because now we got to bring into
Oh
question.
my.
After a nice down and going to be very quickly going for the grab and kill here on Toxic, we got to ask ourselves the question though, what is the plan here from Noob 6 being the one person to go in for the save? Is it going to be an Unbreakable or a Deliverance play? Either way, it looks like a standard pickup here from Demonic. Very good play going for an body block. But now we have a little bit of uncertainty going here.
This is this is very interesting. Survivors of Inferno here looking a bit lost. I don't think they had or no, they had a bit of miscommunication there from Mitch and Loop 6. Probably running into each other, both injured as well. So yeah, and Inferno not in a very good spot. Mitch not doing anything. Demonic going in for the save, and Noob 6 in chase at the top side with no pallets at all. Yeah, this is just not good for it. Inferno, especially with that down coming in as well.
A very strong play here from Savage, and considering what has been their performance so far this season, with very good results coming all throughout, this is the type of gameplay that we would expect to see here from Deception, and well, from Potato as well. Always shown to be a very good player. We're going to be seeing the unhook come out from Demonic here on the ace, but he's going to be ignoring and going straight back into the tunnel to try and secure the kill. But that is a very impressive stun here by Noob 6 on the Naya. A very good stun, going to be wasting a lot of time. And I don't think Savage is having any of that. He's going to be going straight back to the gen pressure, applying his pop onto the mid-gen here. Applying that 35% current regression once again. Gonna be spotting, but it looks like it's Zarina. Very strong at dash, grab, and a possible smash. Very good stuff here. We're gonna be seeing our third fresh hook come out with our third pain res coming out as well. A lot of regression has been happening.
This is very bad for Inferno, and nonetheless, Potato Savage playing extremely well. Good mechanical plays, that just those little dashes, those readjustments, and the insta flicks as well, as you can see here. Just yeah, doing very, very well.
Savage putting on a very impressive display here, showing us why Wesker is considered a very strong killer, especially in this current meta. Going for the return to the hook, possibly going to try and get that extra tunnel, extra kill out. We're going to be seeing a chase coming out here onto Mitch, who is, I believe, our second stage. He's got nothing here, going to the Z-wall, but it's not a true infinite. Very unfortunate, but a very good down, and a second hook is going to be coming out onto Mitch in just a moment, and we may see a little bit more gem regression coming from that pop. Goes the Weasel. Very, very strong perk. It's fallen off in grace a little bit in recent days, a bit of a shadow of his former self, but it's still such a strong perk. So good for the regression, and we're really going to be seeing why here. Ace, you cheeky, cheeky little boy.
Little teabag.
A little bit of a, hey, get over here, you haven't gotten me yet, let's see what you can do. And what he can't do is vault a single window, apparently. He's going to be taking the chase around the pog logs. We love the pog logs here. Going all the way around. He's just going to drop that chase and go straight back to the unhook with a heal coming out into Zarina here.
Yeah, and Inferno not in a very good spot at all. I think one more stage and that would be the tie condition. Wait, no, actually, hasn't gotten his fourth fresh yet, so he would just need to go after Demonic, and he will be able to achieve the win. And in a bit of a hopeless situation here, Inferno. Mitch also getting fully infected. In a 2v1, I don't think you can spray as well, which is pretty bad. And Demonic here maybe going for a bit of a chase, but not having much. Just a double window and a hill, and this long wall with the pallet still up.
Yeah, in this kind of situation, I'd probably be trying to hide Demonic as much as I possibly could, considering he is a very good window fake here by Demonic, but I would be trying very hard to protect Demonic at all
Incredible
costs.
dodge.
A very impressive skill, display of skill here from Demonic, but is it going to pay off? Because Mitch has quite the, well, mammoth of a task here, trying to get 3 generators done in one chase, hoping that Demonic doesn't get hooked here. But it does look like as though Potato's going to be trying to find Mitch, get him on that hook, and possibly bring the hatch into play.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. You need to also take into account the generator count as well when coming to the score, and Mitch getting slammed here. Yeah, that is the win for Deception. Very well played from Rio Savage. Just overall a very good performance. He's just showing why Wesker is a a very strong killer, especially in the hands of a player like him. And bit of a hatch standoff here, and the Potato Savage blocking the hatch perfectly. And Demonic, maybe you can just go for a little bit of a chase here, my friend. I don't think it is a situation where you can win at all.
Yeah, it's not looking very hopeful.
Dash.
Savage, that is a beautiful grab here onto Demonic. All that we can really do here is maybe delay the chase for a little bit, see if we can deny that hook. But the way this is going, we're looking about a minute and a half worth of chase here before the end game collapse comes to its conclusion. It's not looking too great, but Demonic is giving it his best shot, and you know what? Maybe that's what we can really go for here. That's what it's all about here in the Amateur League, is giving it a best shot, coming out here, giving it a go, and being like, hey, we're here, we can play, this is what we can do. And we got to really admire both Inferno and Demonic for putting in the effort.
Oh my, Demonic here, really putting up a chase, showing why Potato didn't chase him first in this game. This is a very good performance from both players, but Deception ended up playing it better and barely missing that dash as well.
It looks like we're going to be taking the chase back to the Pog Logs with that hindrance coming into play. It's going to be very hard for Demonic to make a kind of
another pallet
comeback play here, but he's going to give us the cheeky teabag, which we can always appreciate. But that is going to be the down, the kill, the hook, and the secured win here by Potato Savage. An absolutely astounding performance. 4 kills, all at 3 gens left. That is a very impressive performance here. Potato Savage is making it known with that cheeky little nod as well. A very well played game.
Yeah, and 4K at 3, a result you normally see often. And yeah, we'll take another very short break, and we're going to be going into Deception's pick, actually, which is Spirit on the Wrecker's Yard. And we'll see you guys then. All right. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Deception's pick, which is Spirit here. We did see Deception's taking Inferno's pick, actually, of Mastermind. So who knows? We're gonna be seeing Potato Savage on the Spirit again. This little creature who's very good at the game, I must say. And going into this game with a very stock standard build, Sloppy, Eruption, Pop Goes the Weasel, and Corrupt. Very popular choice of perks ran by many spirits in DeadbyOCE. And yeah, not taking the first chase again on the Demonic. I think Potato is a little bit wary of Demonic after what happened in the Mastermind set.
Yeah, but it looks about, it's not even gonna matter. Like, only mere seconds after seeing Demonic catching a glimpse of Toxic, getting a very nice first here, applying the Sloppy here onto our Claudette. Gonna be taking the chase to what appears to be around the 12 deep 12 tile, getting a very decisive and quick first down. Unfortunately, no generators to bonk. to apply that eruption, but it doesn't matter. We're still going to be getting that Pop Goes the Weasel ready to go. Hopefully getting that eruption play ready first. Kind of taking his time, a little bit of a stroll to get to his first hook.
Yeah.
Going to be going around
Oh
the one
no.
area with
Demonic.
a potential hit take by Demonic. Is it going to be enough? And
Oh.
it is. Very strong hit take here by Demonic. I have a feeling that Potato would be kicking themselves after that, taking a little bit too long to go for the cheeky walk. But it doesn't even matter. Mere seconds later, we've got Claudette back on the ground, another pickup. And hopefully this time, he can secure the hook.
Yeah, and Potato Savage is just showing now that he's should be a very feared player in the amateur division. And yeah, Toxic Instinct hook on the threes or Shadow 3 side of the map. Applying that pop and eruption to that generator. And I think he's in a little bit of a very, very loose 3 gen here. With the gen at 12, 3, and Shack. And Toxic getting pulled here by, I think, Demonic Freak yet again. He is injured though, so I'm not sure what is up with that. Maybe it's a Deliverance player, and Toxic being very, very impatient, vaulting the Potato there and going down yet again. But he is the decisive strike player of Inferno though. And also dying in a very, very good spot, but Potato Savage knowing from his experience that a DS is usually with Dead Hard. And yeah, just getting that down onto Toxic yet again.
Being able to play just that second hook for that little bit longer with the use of DS there could have been a very good play. It might have been just wasn't long enough, however, to secure the pop of Gen 3 here, because we're going to see another kind of pop going out on here, unless Naya is very brave and being able to secure that pop on Gen 3. Actually, a very good play. A little bit brave, but we're going to be seeing a slug here going out onto Naya with an instant go back of the hook and a very quick
the
kill.
flashlight save! Oh my god.
The
Demonic
time.
is chain blinding as well.
Oh lord. I remember the time back when they buffed the flashlight blinding timing with that extra quarter second, and that came into clutch so hard just then. Can only do so much. Toxic is going to be going back down again, and unless we can see a lot of hit taking, that's going to be a secured kill.
Yeah.
At 3 gens, which is going to be happening here. Poor little Claudette. She tried her best, but there's only so much you could do. So much, especially against Spirit being one of the single strongest killers in the game, being able to just mow down anyone that's in her path with such speed and precision. It is absolutely insane. But we're seeing the down here on Naya. Very strong down, very risky, instantly picking up underneath the pallet. But it's going to pay off here, and we're going to see another hook come out with another pop and eruption ready to go.
And Nia here just being caught out in a bad spot, not expecting the Spirit here to be coming to the 7th side of the map, and also who is this? I think it might be Mitch, maybe working on the dump truck pallet here, but no, it is Demonic Freak, probably our Deliverance player, considering he got the first save. And excellent holding of W there. And Potato here expecting a little bit of a vault, but not getting the right read, going back to hook. I think they are... No, they're not resetting at the hook here, and actually we see Mitch on the sprint burst, so maybe Mitch could be the Deliverance player.
Very strong possibility here. The two perks do seem to complement each other pretty well, but we're going to be seeing a very good hit coming out here onto Mitch, and due to the absolute lack of use of the phasing, that's going to be a very quick down here onto Mitch with the 2 times bursting from eruption, which just readies up another pop. These gens are going to be crying themselves to sleep tonight with the amount of times they've been abused by Savage. Not exactly great, but it is what it is. We're going to be seeing those scratch marks coming out from the truck generator. Going to be heading towards A, but we're going to be going back towards the hook, but we're going to be going back towards the truck. We can't make up our minds here. We're going to be getting somewhere. The pop is finally coming out onto the the truck generator here, as well as if we have a cheeky little look at Mitch, we're going to see it was actually a deliverance play.
Yeah.
Very beautiful.
Yeah, he actually was the deliverance player. So it's a little bit weird considering that Demonic is or was playing very, very aggressively for the first save. Maybe a little bit of a strategy to delay time, but yeah, Potato Savage is taking the hit onto Demonic, leaving to the generator here, but no, Nia being able to pop that, but now it is 3 injured survivors in a 3v1, 2 generators left. And excellent vault. Nia not being or not getting hit there, and Potato Savage getting that phase yet again. And the eruption onto Mitch. He's gonna be showing his location for around 10 more seconds. And yeah, Potato in a very, very good spot now.
Potato is absolutely dining. His meal is the survivors, and his plate is the engines. He's going to be scraping everything he can here. He's going to be going straight for the phase instead of the little hit on the engines here. But we're actually not. We're going to scratch that. We're going straight to the junk truck engine here. Going to be giving a little bit of pop, a little bit of eruption. We're going to be seeing that additional hook coming out onto the Naya here. A little bit of a runoff. Is it going to be the right person? It's not going to be. Well, it's going to be the right person for the Savage, I should be saying.
Could be a
Another
palace save,
decisive down.
actually. No. This is...
No save, no dice.
Yeah, this is a pretty bad position for Inferno here. Potato here just hitting his face is just playing off of pop very, very well. And I think if I were Inferno here, I would probably try to heal up and we'll see from there. And I think he's in a little bit of a 4-gen here actually, and this is actually pretty good for Potato.
Yeah, we're seeing a very strong position here for Savage, but it doesn't mean that Inferno by any means won't be able to stage some kind of comeback. We do see a very good life play come out from Freak though. Going to be making his way towards the pallet. Can he make it in time? Not by the looks of it. So we're going to be seeing a little bit of a mind game coming out. You can only delay Savage for so long. We're going to see another eruption coming out, another hook. I do believe at this point in time we do have all fresh hooks obtained as well. It's going to be very, very hard to make a comeback here from Inferno. But you know what? Once again, we're going to give them their dues. They're trying their absolute hardest. And we're going to see another pop play come out, making our way back towards the junk, which is still seeing a little bit of repair.
Yeah, and I don't think these are exactly the gens you want to repair here. Maybe shift towards the generator, the 12 side of the map instead of 11, as you know, Potato and just walk a few steps and then go to the generator at 11. And Mitch getting stuck on the husk of the spirit there, not being able to vault back. Quite unfortunate. And I actually can't remember who is Death Hook out of these three here.
I do believe at this current point in time we're going to be having everyone on Death Hook now. It would have been really fortunate if Mitch was one of our little Death Hook contenders, but we're going to see that little bit of extra hope coming out for a very impressive life play leading into a gen being finished here. But now we're going to be looking at the be-all and or the final push to bring this comeback to fruition. With a down coming out here onto Naya. We're going to be going for the slug, hoping for the final down on Demonic here, and just hoping that our little unbreakable play is not going to be found on Naya today. A big pallet drop, and just hold forward, Demonic Freak. I believe in you, man. You've got this. We're going to be seeing a very cheeky hold W with a very strong down coming out here with a pickup and go. Very strong, not being able to pull off that down. We're going to be seeing a lot of distance being made here for Demonic.
Yeah, and Nia and Demonic here are just splitting apart pretty well. One going to basement, one going to who knows where, as Potato also lost him. And seeing the scratch marks a little bit, getting some clues to where he is, and phasing here, trying to catch him out. And Demonic vaulting into him, but I guess he just won the 50-50. And going back to the shack yet again. Trying to extend this chase, maybe trying to make a hatch play? Who knows? And yeah, in the end, Demonic being down, solidifying the 4K at 1. Although I believe Deception received a -2 penalty because their killer brought the wrong offering. So that will make the attack condition for Inferno a 4K at 0 and a win condition being 4K at 1.
Going to be definitely a tough game here coming up for Inferno, but it's definitely not impossible. Spirit, being one of the strongest killers in the game, can always make a comeback at any possible moment. But we are going to see that final kill come out with a little hatch close here. A very, very solid result either way, even with the little point penalty. Very well played game. I'm very much looking forward to what Inferno is going to be bringing to the table. See what we get, and we'll be bringing it back in just a moment. And we are back, coming at you with the second game of this Ricker's Yard Spirit gameplay. We're going to be seeing a very impressive result here. 26 points here going to be for Savage, despite that -2 penalty. A very, very high bar has been set. Hopefully, Demonic can bring it back. And we're going to be seeing a very interesting starting position, going to be towards the middle of the map with the same perks, same add-ons, same skin, same spirit, same day. But you know how it goes. We're going to be coming out here towards one of the deep zones with no results here. A bit of a cheeky phase walk, hoping that we can find and catch someone out. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case. A bit of a slow start here compared to Savage's performance. But that's okay. That's why you run Corrupt Intervention. What are your thoughts going into this one here about the standard that has been set here?
The win condition for Demonic, I think, is pretty good. A 4K at 1 is so far the average result for Spirit. And finding a chase down to shoot, maybe losing track of him a little bit and dodging out that phase, going back to the edge map filler and waiting for his phase, I think, not breaking the pallet and still not phasing, and Shu vaulting into him, but the lithe play here, very, very good pathing from Shu so far.
I can very much appreciate the 2021 Spirit mind games of standing still at a pallet.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see that habits just never die.
Here.
But we're going to see a very strong down come out here for Chu, but a very questionable play, waiting until after the down to hit the generator, knowing that they're not going to be getting any pop value because survivors can see it and just think, oh well, we're not going to touch that, we're not going to let pop apply to the generator here. So a very interesting play here by Demonic, maybe saving his pop for a bigger gen. But we're going to be straight, not going straight into our second chase, going to be applying the pop, applying the eruption, and then we're going to go back to business here. Going to be taking our chase here around the 9 tile. That little loud notif right there, going to be the unhook, going straight back to hook. A very, very quick heal and a very start to the second chase here on Chu. With a very strong stun, blind, break, and go.
Unfortunate there. Demonic, I think, reading that vault, maybe trying to cut him off and catching Shu out in the process, swinging through the pallet, but Shu already on the other side of the map, and excellent phase yet again to secure that down. Yeah, I'd like to mention here, these generators are insane. They're all very, very close together, unlike in Potato's game where it's pretty spread out. So yeah, Demonic has a very, very good chance of meeting this win con.
Especially coming out with the lack of generators being done here. With
Yeah.
2 hook stages onto the one. We've got a near death hook and a very crucial interruption on that last generator. If we can get the down very quickly, that'll be a
Not going for the
massive
tunnel
eruption
though.
play.
This is an interesting play. Maybe I would go back, but Demonic, he's going for the barbecue stack playstyle yet again, and getting that hit through the pallet. Pretty well played, and I don't think Potato can make the pallet here, but no, Sphere being a 4.4 and eating that stun, and Potato will be having a lot of distance just served to him on a platter, and not committing to the chase. Maybe trying to find his tunnel lock, but Shu probably is long gone by now.
Doesn't look like that. We're going to be coming back here onto Savage, picking up the chase once again. A reminder that the junk generator as well as the engine have both received a big amount of process. I say that as the down comes out, a 10% regression onto 2 different generators with a lot of progress. We're going to be seeing our first hook onto Potato Savage coming out as the first engine is finally completed. Over on the A tile, we're going to be moving straight towards Shaq, maybe looking to apply a little bit of that extra pop pressure, which is definitely going to be the case. Not waiting out the eruption. We ain't got time for that. Moving straight towards the potential next chase. We're looking for a very good result here, and Demonic is looking to deliver.
Yeah, not finding anyone though. Pretty good stealthing from the survivors of Inferno here, and it's quite interesting actually that 11 is not that progressed. It's not done yet. It was 99 the few moments ago, and committing with this chase onto King Bulldoze here, I'm not so sure about this, and I think he found someone, and that ends up being his tunnel out as well. This is a bad situation here for Inferno. Cannot afford a death at 4 right now.
They're going to have to invest a lot of resources to keep True alive here, with the injure already coming out as well. They're going to have to give themselves the question, do we do nothing but slam out the engines, try and get as much pressure as possible, or do we invest into body blocking, hit taking, pallet dropping to try and keep True alive as long as possible? It looks like we're going to be getting a possible answer, because we're going to be seeing a potential hit take here from Ada.
Yeah, trying to take a hit here for Shu, and
Ooh.
barely not getting it. Quite unfortunate for Deception.
Very unfortunate, and it is a risky play as well here, leaving the slug to go for the chase, with the Shaq pallet being close to completed, as well as Chu being that very, very crucial early death. But no one's coming around for the pickup. But we're going to be seeing that third engine being completed. And a very interesting play of using up one of your external hooks instead of a permanent basement hook as well. A little bit of an interesting play. Hopefully we see it pay off.
Yeah, he does have a pretty decent regen here though. So yeah, he could still get this 4K at 1, especially getting this early tag onto Ace, not being able to make it to any tile, and and another gen being done, and Ace vaulting the pallet here, vaulting back. Very, very good 50-50 win, and for Deception, and Demonic leaving the chase, going back to Shaq, maybe using that last tiny bit of his pop and going to Ace here, which is pressuring this gen injured and spamming the loud noise notifications. A pretty good play, but Ace being caught out in a bad spot, and the Russian being applied onto Potato Savage as well. This is not looking too good for Deception.
It looks like Demonic is definitely looking to stage a comeback. That is a very interesting play. Using a pop on a gen that has basically not been touched at all versus the Shaq engine, which has received quite a lot of progress. It was at least half last time we saw it. Going to be interesting. Definitely could have been better used on the Shaq generator here, but we're going to be seeing our Deliverance come into play. The question is, can we make it work out here for the Ace? It's going to be a bit risky. A whole 60 seconds. Looks like we're going to be waiting out that little bit of endurance
Could be
time.
The balanced landing, and getting auto-aimed.
Not good, not ideal.
This could be the renewal, and it is. The renewal on the balanced landing player. Not a bad build, especially considering that Renewal probably is the strongest anti-tunnel against Spirit. Going back to the Shack here, gonna catch someone out. I don't think he will be going for Shack. This is a weird play. Going for 12 instead, and he does end up finding out I think Potato Savage here in a bad spot, but panic vaulting into Demonic, thinking he would go around the filler instead of going to the pilot trying to zone him, and lands the face. But is that a
That
DH?
was
That was
that was a face full of dead
incredible.
hard. A very strong
Yeah.
dead hard here by Savage, and it may just be paying off. We're seeing a lot of progress coming out here onto the Shack generator, and with Ace being healed back to full as well, it's going to be very, very hard to make use of that potential eruption that is just sitting there waiting to be used. But we're going to be seeing a very clean M1 come out here onto Ace with a phase and a very, very big hope for a very, very big down. But it looks like our
Forcing the
our
locker there.
prayers are answered. Going to be getting the grab instead of the down, the regression and the hook to apply the next round of pop to make that Shack engine cry even more. Not good, but it looks like you're going to be ignoring the Shack engine going straight towards 12. Might be the play here that also received quite a lot of progress, as we can
It is
see
very,
here.
very progressed.
That is a crucial and clutch pop coming here on the 12. This is probably going to be what saves the Monk here and possibly
Yeah.
grants him the win condition.
Yeah. Not being on the eruption though, so won't get that extra 10% regression when he ends up downing someone, but leading to Shack here. Oh my, these gens are very, very close to finishing. And still though, the survivors are injured in a 3v1. And the gens being progressed, maybe failing a healing skill check over there at the 6th side of the map, I believe. And King Bulldozer
Ooh,
pressuring the gen while injured. I do not think this is the play, but Demonic for some reason leaving chase yet again. Going back to pressure the gens, and I think Shaq is being doubled by Ace and Yui here and getting that down and the death as well onto Ace.
this is going to be a crucial play here. That pop coming out onto the deep 12 gen is going to prove to be pivotal here to Demonic, because that may be the single play that saves this entire game. We're going to be seeing that hook and kill coming out onto Ace. We're going to be going straight towards engine 12. Going to be playing that pop once more, hopefully in time to get Eruption to come into play. Look at that. That is a 90% gen if I've ever seen one. Goodbye. You're going straight back down to, I would say, at least 65%. Not ideal, but it is what it is when you're playing against Pop and Eruption. A brutal combo. Just kick, down, and repeat.
Yeah, and good pre-leaving though from the side of Deception, not allowing Demonic to get any downs, but oh wait. We actually catch up with Tito Savage in the open here, not expecting Demonic to be with him. Probably not receiving a comm from King Bulldozer and getting a little bit confused. And Demonic slugging for the 4K at 1. Although Burrito could be the unbreakable player, who knows?
It's always a risky play, especially when you haven't seen it from any set. Anyone can have it, and to risk that 1 out of 4 is, it is a bit of a brave play, but it could be the play that wins Demonic the game. We're looking at a very strong possibility here. Potato on the ground, Bulldozer hiding and fearing for his life while those gens are regressing. We are not looking good here. But Demonic is looking fantastic. He coming back to check on the down, no pickup. It is safe to say at this point, Potato is not the unbreakable player. Otherwise, he'd be up and running by this point. So he's very much confident saying, yep, no unbreakable. This guy is staying down for quite some time. We've got a little bit of time. We've got the engines regressing. We can afford to look around for a little bit. Hope to find Ada, hope to down Ada, and then secure the win for this match.
Yeah, and I think, according to the rules, if Potato Savage bleeds out here, could be a loss of 4 points for Demonic, which is not the thing you would want. And Demonic, I think knowing that, he's going to be picking up Potato and hooking him in the basement right next to Hatch. So yeah, if Deception wants to win here, they just need to get a Hatch escape or a door escape.
As
We'll have to see.
a tall order, that is for sure. And I don't think Deception is cooking anything that fantastic in the kitchen tonight, because it looks like all you can do here is just stand on the hill, rush straight in if Ada goes for the rescue, close the hatch, and then do a cheeky little patrol of the door. Doesn't look like that he's going to be going for the engine repair either. He's going to be patrolling very hard here around the shack. He's going to be doing a very good job of securing his third kill. After that, it just becomes a matter of, can he secure the kill?
Yeah, and I think right about now you would probably want to just sit on the hatch and ends up finding King Bulldozer out in the open. Probably not expecting Demonic to be right there, and a little bit of double backs, confusing Demonic, but ends up getting the kill and the win for Inferno, which means we're going to be seeing the third set of Blight on ARP.
A very impressive result here from Demonic. He would be absolutely chuffed as chips. I definitely know that I would be. Securing the fourth kill, the hatch, the round, and the potential tiebreaker. There is a chance for Inferno to bring this back and do a cheeky back-to-back win here. We're going to be finding that out, though, as again, we're going to be taking it to Azeroth's resting place with the Blight. Very strong contender for possibly the strongest killer in the game. I'm very much looking forward to seeing what both teams have to offer.
All right. Welcome back to the last set of this series of Inferno versus Deception. Almost an Inception. That's another team in the Division 1. And we're going to be seeing Blight on the Azeroth's resting place. This is going to be probably my favorite set to cast, because I also play Blight a lot. He's probably my favorite killer, a very fast-paced killer. So yeah, I'm looking forward to casting this, and we're going to be seeing Toxic rushing down towards the shack side of the map here. Not fatiguing though, trying to spot out someone, maybe trying to catch them out, and just maybe try to get an early tag, especially because this is, well, it isn't his 4gen actually. I was a bit confused there because 5 was uncorrupt, and going into this trial we're going to be seeing Brutal, Pop, Eruption, Corrupt, probably the best build you can bring on Light on Azeroth's resting place, considering that this map has a ton of pallets, so the survivors can maybe live a little bit longer, so it might be best to just get rid of those pallets while you can. And spotting out, I think someone on the bottom side of the map. I don't think Toxic caught that glimpse of them though, so it's gonna be pretty interesting. Going back up to the top side of the map here. Still not being able to catch out anyone. Only around 40-ish seconds of the Corrupt left. It's gonna be pretty dire for Toxic, but catching out, I think this is E-Man, bruh, on the ace with no pallet on the 5 side of the map though, and very, very good spin from E-Man, buying enough time for him to make a filler outside of the shack, and Toxic knowing that he probably cannot chase this without wasting a lot of time and going back up to the top side of the map where his 4gen is, and yeah, maybe trying to catch someone out here.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be seeing a very strong start here from Deception, in no small part due to the wonkiest corruption possible.
Yeah.
Not even cutting off that entire half of the map, meaning that the survivors are just not going to get pushed. It's all in a sweet little line. But we're going to be seeing a very interesting pallet drop here, as well as after the the very nice, very clean pallet drop here. We're going to be seeing a little bit of an eruption application here onto the generator at, I believe that is 2 here on the clock. We're going to be seeing a very, very rough start here for Inferno. Going to be feeling it, feeling the pressure here, but we can only hope the boss here. Toxic is going to be doing their absolute best. Going to be getting rid of that filler pallet, going straight towards the Ada. A very solid hit
nice
coming
tag.
through.
Yeah, and I'd like to mention there's a spectator bug going on, so the gameplay will look a little bit choppy, but that taking that aside, and E-Man trying to go for the body block but not successfully getting it. And this is deep down, not at the 4gen, so still this is a good start for Deception.
A very good start. The first hook coming out after the first generator has already been completed with a little bit of eruption application here. 2 is still regressing, which is always a good sign. This is going to be probably one of our more faster paced matches. I would know a little thing about going fast, probably not on the Blight levels, but we do enjoy a little bit of speedy gameplay here. Coming out onto the gen here at number 10 with that pop and eruption application going through to the junk truck, going back straight to the middle. No finding, no dice. We're going to be looking to be defending the main half of the map very hard, which is going to be where our 4gen will be placed with a very strong hit here onto the Yui, going straight into the chase. Probably going to be sticking to her a little bit, going to be chasing towards the mid.
Yeah, and I was going to say, if he plays this right, he will get this down very, very close to his 4gen, but unfortunately missing that rush there. And catching out, I think 2 survivors on the 10 side of the map. Not fatiguing, rushing around. And we see here the captain of Deception, a very, very good player, LV Duck, on the Atom there. Being able to dodge out that rush. Not giving Toxic that very, very crucial tag there. And back to the one side of the map. This is a very, very bad spot here for Toxic.
Absolutely. Going to be applying that second round of eruption here to the gen on 2. Deception are definitely out to play. They're here to show that they are worth watching. They are worth keeping a very close eye on. They're going to be making Toxic's life here very, very hard. Going to be going into the chase with LV Duck, getting a little bit of regression here onto number 10. Get it regressing, get that 2.5%. Thank you, 5.1.0. And going to be going straight back towards 2 where we see the scratch marks. And we're going to be seeing another brutal coming out here. But it looks like that Toxic is feeling the pressure. I know that I definitely would be.
Like, being a killer where if you just get nervous and you make a few mistakes, the game is over. And it looks like Toxic is also getting a little bit nervous here. Not being able to hit those crucial little rushes and leaning yet again to pop that, or no, to kick that gen, not even pop it. This is he needs to take action if he wants to keep his win here, and an excellent flick onto E-Man, bro. And I think he might be the overcome, which will allow him to just make it all the way to the bottom side of the map without being punished at all. And excellent vault, but not being able to avoid that third rush from Toxic.
A very, very valiant effort here from E-Man, but we're going to be seeing with the help of Eruption that number 10 is very much being worked on. Toxic is going to have to try his absolute hardest to get back to this gen and hope that it doesn't pop in time, because if one more engine is popped on the main side, that's going to be a massive split here on the 3 gen, and we just can't have that. We're going to be seeing a 4th generator come through on the shack half of the map. Very interesting play. The survivors should have been able to identify the very strong 3 gen coming through on this side, and still choosing to wait, not to wait to complete that last gen is a very interesting play. But we're going to be seeing a little pop, a little unhook, and maybe a little heal coming through. Either way, Toxic would very much be feeling the pressure with 2 hooks left with 1 gen remaining.
Yeah, and not being able to get those rushes and fatiguing. I think there was someone here, maybe they're trying to pressure the generator, but yeah, I don't think he got out the scratch marks going to the bottom side of the map there, unfortunately. And yeah, this is just a very, very rough game for Toxic.
I agree. Toxic is 100% feeling the pressure, and it seems to be getting the best of him. But either way, he isn't just giving up. He isn't standing in a corner with his back turned towards his survivors. He's still doing everything he can to try and at least put on a decent performance, a comeback from this near hopeless situation. And you know what? He's going to be getting a very nice and solid hit onto Potato. Going to be dropping the chase, heading back towards 10.
Don't know if this is the play, considering that, you know, it was only a solo survivor pressuring the 10 generator and just leaving like that, letting them reset. I don't know about that play, but also you're leaving to the top mid generator. I don't know why they're pressuring this instead of the generator behind main. And wow, we see Potato Savage already being reset. Very, very I guess coordinated and organized survivor gameplay here from Deception, and getting that very, very nice flick onto King Bulldozer, getting that hit, and him being able to make it to the top side of the or bottom side of the map. And I think Toxie is getting a little bit lost here, as King Bulldozer is all the way bottom already. And yeah, this is just a spiraling game for Toxic.
Yeah, we can see here through the actions that Toxic is definitely feeling the pressure, and we can't blame him, but at the same time we can only commend him for once again trying his absolute best. He's going to be controlling what he can of his 3-gen. Going to be seeing a lot of scratch marks around the more so mid-gen. Going to be getting a very nice and clean hit onto E-Man. Looks like he's going to be committing to the chase. He does have eruption applied to all 3 generators. So if he can get the down here, getting the fun bus pallet out of the way, as well as I believe it is the bottom mid jungle gym pallet out of the way. If he can get this down very quickly, we're going to be looking at a very good 10% regression on all the gens, but it's not going to be the case. He's going to be going rushing around. He's going to zip, zap, zoom. He's going all over the place, running out. No good, son. Toxic, you're giving it your best shot, and that's all that really matters here, and that's what we can appreciate you for. But we're going to be seeing the 5th generator pop here on the Azeroth's resting place, and a very, very... Ooh.
These doors are pretty good, though.
Yeah, a very, very good set of doors here. A very good set of doors here, but we're going to be seeing that drop on the Shack Power here from the Ace. But is it going to be enough? In this situation, I would 100% be focusing my chase onto the Ace, hoping to get that down and at least secure those extra points.
That is quite unfortunate for Toxic. Maybe getting a little bit frustrated. They're swinging at the air. And this is potentially E-Man out the door, as we're going to be seeing King Bulldozer taking the body block for him. And yeah, this is the 2 stage for Toxic. Very, very bad result. You wouldn't want that if you were Inferno here, but yeah, unfortunately, that is the case.
At the end of the day, in Toxic, you gave it your absolute best shot, and I can do nothing more than commend you for it. We're going to be seeing Deception coming out here on the next round to try and beat the very realistic possibility of at least, I believe it was 2 fresh hooks in this last game. So we're going to be seeing maybe a 3rd fresh hook, or even a fresh and a 2nd stage. Either way, it's going to be one to watch, that's for sure. We're going to be taking a very quick break, and we're going to be getting it straight back into it momentarily. Alrighty, we're coming back here into the final match of the set. We're going to be looking at Deception here on the Blight. Azeroth's resting place with quite the win condition. Very much achievable, but I'm excited to see what happens either way. We're going to be looking at LV Duck here on the Blight. Going to be a very Ooh, are we looking at a very, potentially very strong and very good corruption? I dare say so. We've got the entire shack side of the map already cut off with corruption, which is always going to be a very much
little
a better
pro.
start compared to the last round. Going to be seeing a little bit of a rushing and bonking and bashing, but that's okay because we're going to be getting into our first chase of the game. A very early pallet drop here at the 8 tile and a very early hit. This is going to be a bit of a 1-2, down she goes. We're going to be seeing a down come out already at the start of the game. We're already looking at a very positive result here for LV Duck. We're going to be going towards the shack for the first round of popping and erupting. We're looking at a very intense game here from LV Duck.
Yeah, and the captain of Deception here putting on a bit of a show with those very, very good dashes back there at the 7 side of the map. And yeah, Mitch here avoiding that tag, but Oviduck yet again rushing around. And I think he ends up getting it anyway. And very, very, very good rushes. Being able to secure that tag. And Mitch running back to where the hook is. This is not the play, my friend.
A bit of a pallet drop, a bit of a wimmer wham wazzle, down she goes. We're going to see that eruption play come out, and we are looking at the tie condition being met here at 5 gens unless something can be pulled off here to prevent the hook, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case.
Yeah, and I think this is already meeting the tie condition, a very rough game for Inferno here. Realistically, I don't think they're going to be able to get this. And Ada there trying to caution stealth on the edge map, but not getting it. And we're going to be seeing, I think, the Deliverance player, Noob6, going in for the save on Mitch. And yeah, LVDuck here will be committing to Ada, knowing this is his win condition just now. And Hog taking around Shaq and actually getting it. Very, very good mechanics there.
A very strong down with the win condition being met here at 4 gens left. So really now it's not a case of can we meet the win condition, can we meet the tie condition. It is a case of how far can we push ourselves, how far can we take this game. Can we end it any faster than just a case of letting everyone escape. It's going to be a very good watch here. And you know what? We're going to see just what happens.
Yeah, and I think barely missing that dash onto someone here. I'm not sure who it is. I think that is Mitch. They're running to the 7 side, but I think he's trying to find out who or where the tunnel is. And Ada, they're just sitting on the gen. And that was pretty interesting positioning. And yeah, he's just looking at wait, this is actually Mitch and excellent dead hard here coming in. And yeah, this is just another bit of salt in the wound. Yes, this is the 4th stage and the death at 4 gens.
Either way, a very unfortunate result here for that Ada, being the first one dead at 4 gens. Definitely going to be feeling the pressure now. But really, they're going to be aiming for just to get as many gens done out as possible, which I can do nothing but commend them for. They're going to be giving it their best shot here as we take the chase onto Sins, heading towards the mid and towards the mid gen. Seeing if we can maybe pull something out of the hat, seeing and displaying, hey, look, we're still here, we're still playing, we're still giving our best shot. No, but we're going to be seeing the chase come out onto Mitch here with a very strong and decisive down coming out. We're going to be seeing a 2nd stage hook for Mitch, and still at 4 gens completed.
Yeah, this is pretty rough spot for Inferno. I'm gonna be honest, if I were them, I wouldn't beat myself up too much, as, you know, Deception is one of the better teams in the amateur division, and also that LV Duck here, being a very, very good Blight player. I've went against him many times before in 1v1s, and yeah, he is pretty good. And playing this pop here onto the generator at 10, taking the chase onto Ace here at main building. I think, no, being a little bit indecisive, going to the mid generator instead. I think if we catch out Mitch here, it's just a probably going to be something like a 4K at 3. But no, we're not going to be catching out Mitch. We're going to be actually going back up to the top side of the map. Maybe trying to catch out Ace here, who was doing the generator at 10 before.
Either way, we're going to be seeing a little bit of a scratches here at main, and we're going to be seeing Sins run straight into main. Now we're going to be seeing a very strong play, a very good attempt, but no dice here for LV. Sins is still giving it his best shot. Going to be taking out the door, perhaps. There it is, taking it down to get that little bit of extra running room. Going to be taking a very strong hit.
My.
At the filler pallet here around the 11 tile. Going to be going for the down. Can he make it in time? Blighted rat and blighted
Oh my
crow.
god. That is one of the hits, and yeah, like you said, Saturn, still though, even if they've lost, it's a commendable effort from Inferno. Just playing it out, trying to get the best result they can, and yeah, this is looking like a very rough spot considering that there isn't much generated progress anywhere on the map except the mid.
Yeah, maybe they're trying to work the sneaky little ways. We do see a good amount of engine progress coming out here. I see the 8 tile. Very close to being done, but it looks like it's going to be a hit, an eruption, a pop, and an unhook. So much can happen in just 5 seconds. We're going to be seeing a very cheeky play coming out here from Duck. A very strong down onto Mitch. That is going to be his second kill at 4 gens. We're looking at 1 fresh on Sins. The Naya Noob 6 still yet to be downed.
Yeah, and a 2v1 at 4 gens. I don't think they're going to be getting a better result than maybe a 4K at 2 generators. Something like that, and Duck here waiting very, very patiently for the eruption. And I think trying to find out maybe Ace or the Nia. Trying to get that down on them and the other, and some extra pops on gens. But we actually see someone there at the hill at 10. I'm not quite sure who that is, but LV Duck is going to try and take. No, he is going to the generator. I have no idea what is happening, I'm gonna be honest.
He's just having the time of his life, but it looks like he's going for a casual Sunday run, you know? He's feeling the breeze on his back, he's feeling the wind in his hair, he is having the time of his life, applying an additional eruption here onto the generator at number 8, going to be getting rid of the pallet as well, one less thing to worry about. Going to be making our way towards 4. Nothing to see here, so we're just going to be going straight back to the mid. Going to be seeing that the gen is still regressing, so perhaps we're just going to take another look at little old 10 over here. The crews sure do be squawking tonight. Nothing to see here, so we're just going to keep moving along. Maybe we'll find someone soon enough. Another little chase can be initiated soon, and as I say that, we're going to be seeing another chase out onto Ace here. Going to be taking it towards the lower half of the map.
That's a light. Yeah, and vaulting back here. And LV Duck, I don't think he will be able to get this hit unless... Oh, very excellent dodge from Ace. And Duck here using 4 rushes. I think Ace will be able to have a little bit of a chase here. Maybe long enough to delay for that second generator to pop, and ooh, a little bit of a rough collision here for Duck, and fatiguing just to be safe. And yeah, even though this is a rough chase, he is still in a very, very good spot.
And we're going to be seeing that second generator pop in the background. Noob 6 doing God's work, getting as much done as he possibly can. Going to be seeing that rush coming out here and a very strong down here onto Sins. But it looks like we're going to be going for the slug here, I mean, quite personally, we can afford to. We don't have to worry about no more points. We've already got the win secured, so why not try and get that extra kill? Even if he does have the Unbreakable, it's not going to matter too much. So he's just doing what he feels like at this point, really, by the looks of it.
Yeah, Duck here is just, I guess, playing with his food. Just rushing around, taking his time, trying to find Noob 6 here on the bottom side of the map. I have no idea where they are, so this will be pretty interesting. Azorov's resting place, a pretty big map, so yeah, it will be quite a long time until Duck finds him.
If anything, I could almost -2 you for that one, but not allowed to use play with your food here. That one's banned. But you know what? He clearly doesn't care. -2, -4, -8. Doesn't matter. LV Duck is going to be sitting pretty either way. Going to be going for the pickup? No, he's not. He's going to be continuing with the slug. Got a whole 3 minutes of that bleed out timer. But it doesn't even matter. He's going to be going for the grab, the hook. Not right away. Going to be taking it towards the mid a little bit here. It is. Ooh, and here we are going to be seeing a hook out. A little bit of a run. Seeing if we can speed up the death process just a little bit. 3 minutes from bleeding out to 60 seconds for the death on hook. Bit of a better play here, but we're going to be seeing the unhook.
Save.
Very interesting. Quite personally, I would have just allowed him to die on hook and try to play for hatch to at least get that one escape, but that doesn't seem to be the play here today from Inferno.
Yeah, if not the hatch, I think maybe at least the doors, as I think we're gonna be seeing a door split of one bottom and one at the top side of the map, and I think he heard someone, but I think he's just lost track of them just now.
Unfortunate, but we're looking at our doors are going to be behind main and
Yeah.
at 2. That is probably even a stronger door setup than the last split. But either way,
Yeah.
I don't think Duck really cares at this point. I think he's just having the time of his life.
Yeah, he's just doing, or he's kind of doing what he wants. He's rushing around, maybe taking it nice and easy, trying to find few chases, as you know, he knows Inferno here is under a lot of pressure to pop the third generator. And, yeah, this is looking very rough for Inferno.
Looking very rough indeed, but while we've got a little bit of time here to kind of waste while waiting. Never mind, I was going to talk about tonight's games so far, but instead we're going to be getting into another chase here with Sins. This is probably going to be the killing chase. Going to be losing track of him very quickly. Ace has a bit of a tendency to do that. Going to be looking, yep, very much I was going to say chase drops, but that's a pallet dropped instead apparently. Going to be waiting it out.
Sins here being very patient. And yeah, Doc breaking the pallet with 3 Russian, and you see the third generator being popped. Pretty good effort from Inferno here, trying to get the best result they can, and Doc very patient, and Sins being even more patient and dodging out that rush and playing this edge map filler for his life. I don't think there's much he can do here. And wait, did he just break away? Oh, he did break away, and Duck getting a bit lost, but ends up getting that down onto Sins, also on the bottom side of the map.
Looks like after the down, we're going straight for the pickups as well. Going to be taking the hatch into play.
Yeah.
Probably the smart decision here, but again, it's not something that Duck has to necessarily worry about. If the one person gets out, they get out. Either way, Duck is going to be looking very respectable here with 3 kills at 2 generators left. Now, it's more so a question of can he get out the 4K, or is it just going to be a 3K? Going to be waiting 1, 2, 3, and there is the hatch right now. Close, and then we're going to be looking at a door play once again behind main and at 2. A very respectable result either way.
Though. And yeah, these doors are very good for Doc. I just saw teeny tiny bit of red. I'm not too sure. And yeah, Group 6 opening that gate, and yeah, they will be getting out though, but yeah, still, it is the win for Deception. Very well played from them.
An excellent game tonight. We're looking at a 2-1 result. We're going to be looking at the first result, the Wesker game going to Deception, a beautifully played game by Savage. Our second game is going to be towards Spirit, a very, very valiant effort here from Demonic. And then we're going to be seeing the Blight tiebreaker going into LV Duck's favor. So by the looks of that, if my math is indeed correct, Demonic is going to be, not Demonic, Deception. Sorry, Deception is going to be the winners for this match tonight. A very valiant effort from both teams. And I got to give Inferno credit. They tried their hardest, and I can do nothing but commend them for it.